Morning Edition, the minister says labor on the blocks is a big success. Foreign Affairs says bodies of ill-fated Bahamians to be brought in from Italy. And it's Wednesday. Time to go down to Grand Bahama. Happy Hump Day. We're 6 months away from Christmas. What a feeling. Welcome to the Morning Edition. I'm LaDawn Davis. Thanks for waking up to us. Another 90-degree scorcher expected today, so let's get to the official report from a meteorologist, Basil Dean. Basil?
Good morning, LaDawn. Our ZNS tower cam pointing towards the northbound Paradise Island Bridge, and in that neck of the woods, it's showing near clear skies, but that will all change later on during the day, so stay tuned for all the details. Satellite pictures showing some troughing just over the northwest Bahamas, and that will be responsible for those pop-up showers later on today. Outside of our studios, just a few clouds. Temperature 77 degrees, relative humidity 94%. We have calm winds. The barometric pressure 1,018.4 millibars. That's 30.07 inches, and it is steady. 81 in Freeport, Green Tulkey, 81 also Mars Harbor reporting 81 degrees. The Berry Islands at 82. Allenstown, Bimini 82 as well. Another 82 in Harper Island. Rock Sound, Eleuthera 79, Otterstown, Canal 80 degrees, 79 at Stanley Creek, Kemps Bay, St. Andrews, also Fresh Creek in Central Andros. In San Salvador and Rumkey, it is 80 degrees, 81s in Ragged Island, Clarencetown, Long Island, Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, and Acklands. Matthewtown, Inagua, 80 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands, 81 degrees. Your boating forecast for today in the northwestern islands, light and variable winds, flat seas again. Low tide will take place at 8:17 this morning, with your high tide at 2:36 in the afternoon. For the central and southeast Bahamas, southeast winds 10 to 15 knots, and those wave heights 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your first look at Weather in the Morning Edition. Stay tuned. Your forecast for today and tonight is still ahead.
Thanks a lot, Basil. We have Jimonita Swain and the traffic team out there braving the heat with the Bahamas First Traffic Report.
The traffic report is sponsored by Bahamas First. First in insurance. Today, tomorrow.
Good morning, LaDawn, and good morning, Bahamas. We're coming to you live from West Bay Street and Nassau Street. Traffic has been pretty much a steady flow for much of the morning. A beautiful morning shaping up indeed. But to find out what you need to know as you prepare to head out onto the streets, we talk to now Corporal Christopher Wright of the Police Traffic Division. Good morning, Corporal Wright. Corporal Wims. I'm giving you a whole new name this morning. Yes, Christopher Wims. Good morning again.
Good morning, Ms. Swain. Good morning, Bahamas. So far, we have a quiet morning so far, but over the period of 24 hours, we had 11 total accidents, 8 minor damage accidents, and 3 accidents which involves injury.
Now, aside from speed being a major concern or complaint of traffic officials, what would you say are other areas of concern that you frequently see motorists engaging in?
Oh, well, we're seeing an increase in motorists engaging in racing, road racing on the streets of the Bahamas. That's a no-no, and we're going to put a stop to that. There are places like Bahamas Hot Rod Association where folks who has those supercharged engines, if they want to test them out, to go. But however, if you are caught on our streets, you will be cited for dangerous and reckless driving.
Now, we know also as well that, what about texting and driving? I know oftentimes we're on the road, we see persons just like this with their phone in their hands while they're driving.
Oh, also those as well. It's a sad state that we're in, but it's going to be corrected. It's going to be corrected, and that's a no-no also.
Well, that is Corporal Christopher Wims of the Police Traffic Division. Again, as he indicated, no texting and driving, and be sure to buckle up. Back to you in studio, LaDawn.
Thanks. Now on to our top story this morning. Debate in the Senate resumed Tuesday evening, primarily centered on the 2019-2020 national budget. Minister of Labor, Senator the Honorable Dion Fowlkes, speaking from the Jobs and Labor Front, says $8 billion has been approved by the government for investment. He says this stream of finances will have a domino effect on assisting thousands of Bahamians with employment and economic growth. He says one definite program which has proven successful is the Labor on the Blocks campaign, which launched sometime last year.
The Department of Labor has been able to successfully match active job seekers with potential employers. for significantly reducing the unemployment numbers in the Bahamas. The Labor on the Block's job fairs have effectively held through New Providence and Grand Bahama and have provided a ray of hope for job seekers in our country.
Meanwhile, preparations are underway for the bodies of 29-year-old Al Ray Ramsey and 28-year-old Blair John to be returned to the Bahamas. The men's body were pulled from the Po River a day apart earlier in the month, with Italian investigators suggesting the deaths were accidental. Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Darren Henfield, spoke to the issue with reporters outside of the Churchill building on Tuesday. Henfield says he has been in contact with the families of the men throughout the ordeal.
Our focus at the ministry has been completely to apprise the families of any information that we receive. I have been speaking to family members perhaps 2 or 3 times daily. And what we know now is that we're in the process of repatriating the bodies home to the Bahamas, and hopefully they'll be here by the end of the week. I think families are preparing for the funerals, and that's where we are at the moment. No official word from the toxicology report or anything from the investigators to indicate more than what we've heard thus far.
Bahamas Power and Light officials will focus on improving its communication with the public in light of ongoing load shedding activities. While it will not provide a schedule outline for load shedding, which can typically last for up to 4 hours, its chairman, Donovan Moxey, says more will be done to provide information to its customers.
Yes, we recognize that we haven't done the best job in being proactive in our communications, and we will change that. And one of the things that we talked about earlier is getting the community groups involved in the communication. And so what Mr. Parker is going to do, and we've had discussions about this over the weekend, is to make sure that as soon as we see something that has happened or is happening, or if to the extent where we don't compromise person's safety, we can communicate what's happening, we will do that not only on our own Facebook page, but we'll do that through these community leaders or these community groups on WhatsApp. Because from our standpoint, Bahamians recognize that the problems we're experiencing now didn't just happen yesterday or last week or last month. These are problems that have been happening at this particular organization for the last 10, 15, 20 years. What I can tell you is that the board of directors now, as well as the executives that we have in place, are committed to changing that.
The Ministry of Education is taking a no-tolerance approach regarding the requirements needed to obtain a national high school diploma. Students must achieve 27 credits to be considered for this critical academic document. Principal of the C.R. Walker Senior High School, Nicola McKay, telling ZNS News recently that she is deeply concerned about the level of students falling short on the requirements, and this has hindered them from receiving a high school diploma.
This year we had 12 graders who did not graduate because they did not meet the criteria of the National High School Diploma. So we encourage parents, we have grade level meetings mid-semester where we give every parent a report card showing them the progress of their child according to the National High School Diploma. And so parents are able to see, oh, my child did not do community service, need to get on community service. They did not finish job readiness. They are short in credit, so they know they have to study harder. And the Ministry of Education is very serious about that standard.
And it's Wednesday, so you know what time it is. Time to go down to Grand Bahama. So take the trip with us. All of that and more when the morning edition comes right back.
It's simple. Fidelity can consolidate all your bills with their debt consolidation loan. Give you one monthly payment and money in your pocket.
So let me get this straight, Miss Financial Coach. You say something but cash in my pocket?
Yes.
And a savings plan with 5% interest? Wow! Finally! A bank that's looking out for me! What you want me to sign?
That's not all. We also offer competitive interest rates and free financial coaching.
Miss Fidelity, you ain't hear me. Where do I sign?
Bahamas, are you ready? It's the 46th anniversary of independence. It all kicks off with the official launch of National Pride Day, Friday, July 5th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Rawson and Parliament Squares. Then it's the 46th anniversary celebration, ecumenical service, cultural show, and fireworks display. Tuesday, July 9th at Clifford Park. It all starts at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, July 10th. Join us at 1 a.m. on Bay Street for the People's Love and Unity Rush. At 11 a.m., it's the official announcement of the 2019 National Honors Award, followed at 6 p.m. with the Independence State Dinner, all happening at Government House. All roads then lead back to Clifford Park as we close out the Independence celebration with a spectacular celebration in music. From 5 p.m. to midnight, Bahamas, it's all for you. It's the 46th anniversary of Independence celebration. Come and join us. United we stand, Bahamas. Together we can.
Explore the world of agriculture with us. Join me, your host, Carla Palmer, for continued adventures in agriculture and the marine environment as we head into Season 2 of the program, Agriculture Now. That's Agriculture Now, moving to a new date and time, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m., right here on the ZNS Television Network.
I watch the morning edition because it's very informative and it keeps up with the culture and it's very, very Bahamian.
Welcome back to the Morning Edition. Over 300 teachers and administrators from Teach Your Heart Out visited the Sandilands Primary School when they stopped over on a cruise to Nassau recently. The initiative was organized by Casey Bethel, a Bahamian, and a St. Augustine's alumni who won the National Teacher of the Year for the state of Georgia. And as we said before, it's Wednesday, so it's time to go down to Grand Bahama. Our Jamila Mizik from the Northern Service wants you to help baby Tanae. She filed this report.
Tanae Moss is a 10-month-old loving, playful, and active child. But unlike most babies, at just 5 months old, Tanae was diagnosed with having cataracts in both of her eyes, and this her mother says is interfering with her daily development.
The cataracts is actually growing, and of course, like it's giving her a hard time to see, so instead of her looking straight on, she have to look up. I guess she's looking up, trying to look above it, you know. So it's interfering with her in a lot of ways.
Now Tanae needs to travel to the U.S. to have the cataracts surgically removed. Her mother, Shantoya Bethel, says having the surgery will change her life in a major way.
She'll see better, and she won't have to be so frustrated, you know, as to when she want to touch things, she's seeing it blurry, or she's crying because the way she look at things is, you know, it's causing her to be frustrated because she don't know if she's really close to it or far. So it'll change a lot. It'll change, make her life a big difference.
Bethel says from the time of Tanae's diagnosis to now, they have sought corporate sponsorship but were unsuccessful in most of their efforts. The consultation, examination, and surgery is expected to cost anywhere between $28,000 to $30,000. They're now seeking public assistance as baby Tanae needs to have the surgery on August 8th.
Now she's 10 months and she's going to be 1 in August. And we really need the surgery to be done before she turns 1, because it could really damage her sight completely, and that would be more, can I say, that could be more damaging than what it is now. So we really plead into the public to please help assist with the surgery.
Now, if you wish to donate to baby Tanae's cataract surgery, you can contact her mother, Shantoya Bethel, at 817-8568 or 352-6538. Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
Fisher, you know I have a similar story that will air tomorrow with baby Jarday
Looking forward to
Grant.
that, and I hope that both those kids get some help that they desperately need.
And you know, Barabbas donated $3,000 yesterday to baby
and hopefully
Jarday.
someone can follow suit and just like they say, pass it along. And then keep passing it along to their Freeport right here now. So a lot of kids need the help.
What's coming up in
sports? Coming up in sports is a big weekend for baseball. Freedom Farm and JBLN Fields will be rocking. We have all that coming up in sports.
Don't go anywhere.
This is a a PSA from We Buy, You Sell. The protection of your businesses, homes, and families is very important. We Buy, You Sell offers the best in hurricane impact windows and doors designed to withstand all categories of hurricanes, with prices beating our competitors by up to 50%. We also specialize in porcelain, mosaic, and plank tiles. We Buy, You Sell. Located at number 163 Robinson Road. Call 677-2856 or 324-6427. We Buy, You Sell. Come and see us today.
When a hurricane watch or warning has been issued, it is extremely important to be prepared and know just what to do. Stay informed about the storm's path by listening to the radio or television for hurricane progress reports. Check emergency food and household supplies. Be sure you have extra batteries for flashlights and radios. Bring in outdoor items like lawn furniture and garden tools. Anchor objects that cannot be brought inside. Secure buildings by closing and boarding up windows. Remove outside antennas and satellite dishes. Turn refrigerators and freezers to the coldest settings, opening only when absolutely necessary and closing quickly. Purchase ice and store it in an ice chest. Keep drinking water in clean jugs and bottles. Clean your bathtub with bleach and fill it with water for washing and flushing, not for drinking, making sure to keep the bathroom door closed so that small children cannot access the filled tub. Do not go out to videotape or take photos of the storm. Take pictures from inside where it is safe and dry. There is no harm in being overly cautious where a hurricane is concerned. It is truly better to be safe than sorry. This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas in conjunction with the National Emergency Management Agency.
Bahamas, are you ready? It's the 46th anniversary of independence. It all kicks off with the official launch of National Pride Day, Friday, July 5th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Rawson and Parliament Squares. Then it's the 46th anniversary celebration, ecumenical service, cultural show, and fireworks display. Tuesday, July 9th at Clifford Park. It all starts at 8 p.m. On Wednesday, July 10th. Join us at 1 a.m. on Bay Street for the People's Love and Unity Rush. At 11 a.m., it's the official announcement of the 2019 National Honors Award, followed at 6 p.m. with the Independence State Dinner, all happening at Government House. All roads then lead back to Clifford Park as we close out the Independence celebration with a spectacular celebration in music. From 5 p.m. to midnight, Bahamas, it's all for you. It's the 46th anniversary of Independence celebration. Come and join us. United we stand, Bahamas. Together we can.
Good morning once again. We're now joined by Javier, Bo, and Teran Rogers. First of all, Javier is coming off a big win this past weekend at the Under-12 National Bahamas Baseball Association Championships over there in Eleuthera. First of all, once again, congratulations. You came back late Sunday. How has it been since?
Well, it's been a whirlwind. The boys are excited. We got our first task ahead. We won the Nationals, and now we're preparing for Curacao, which is a big, big tournament for us.
How was Eleuthera?
Eleuthera was excellent. The hospitality was great. Competition was fierce, and I'm just glad that we came out victorious.
Grand Bahama was there, Eleuthera was there. Everybody expected that clash between New Providence and Grand Bahama.
Well, I'll put it this way, Charles. I was always taught to save something, and we saved the best for last. They've never seen the pitcher we used, and fortunately, he was able to dominate the game.
Now, it doesn't get any easier heading over to a big tournament later on next month in Curacao. How do you guys approach that one?
Well, realistically, it's conditioning, getting the boys more reps, seeing faster pitching. So what we've been able to do is get some of the older boys to come and actually do some batting practice for us and prepare the guys for what they're about to see in Curacao.
And what do you know about the competition heading down to Curacao?
Well, I've started to do my checks on the teams, and basically it's going to be a lot more fierce than what we've seen with the U.S. Virgin Islands at the tournament earlier this year in Freedom Farm.
Are the boys excited?
They are excited, very much so.
Coming out to practice, everything, and the parents as well.
Yes, they're excited. We ramped up, and now we're doing 4 practices this week. So we're looking at Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, with a conditioning practice on Saturday at the beach to get their legs up. because we normally don't play as much innings. So endurance-wise, after they get past the 5th and 6th inning, they're normally tired.
How many teams will be in Curacao?
Based on what I would have seen, it's about 8 teams, and it's 4 different, 2 pools of 4 each, based on what I would have seen.
Okay, and Teron Rogers, he's an executive of the Bahamas Baseball Association. This is the final stretch this coming weekend over there at Freedom Farm Fields and the Angel Baseball League of Fields at St. Andrews.
Yeah, thank the Lord. It's been long. It's been a long, long and enjoyable 3 weeks, dealing with the baseball, with June being the baseball month for us. We're going to end it off with 10U, 14U, and 8U games being played between JBL and Freedom Farm, starting off on Friday morning.
This year you guys decided to take the Nationals throughout the Family Island, Grand Bahama here, and in Eleuthero.
Yeah, that decision was made early to, encourage a little more domestic tourism, to assist with growing the sport, the game in the Family Islands. I mean, the reception in Eleuthero was phenomenal. The community came out and supported the project, and they anticipate us coming back every year to host that particular tournament. So they'll have more persons on the ground next year. It was a learning curve for us this year, and it's going to be better next year.
3 divisions this week. It's going to be hectic.
Yes, and 2 ballparks, and so that means that personnel is going to be spread all over the place. However, the kids deserve it, they need it, and we're ready for it.
When does the game start, and how will it be played?
The games start on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. There'll be games at Freedom Farm and JBLN. You're going to have coach pitch at JBLN, and you're going to have 9, 10, and 14U at Freedom Farm and JBLN starting at 9 o'clock, and the games are going to run all day. Then we'll have the opening ceremonies at 7 at JBLN, and then the 10U, we're going to play the climax game of the evening, which is JBLN Freedom Farm at 8 o'clock at JBLN.
That's a lot to ingest. Where do folks go to get all this online or something?
There's nothing online right now. However, we're going to send you guys the schedule, and then we're going to get the schedule in the newspaper so that everybody can see the schedule. And weekend passes can be purchased at the gate for $20 for adults, and you can go to either ballpark all weekend to enjoy the games. $10 for kids, weekend passes, and then day rates are $8 adults, $4 kids.
How many islands expected in?
We have Abaco, Grand Bahama, Andros, and then it's JBLN, Community Baseball, and Freedom Farm involved in the tournament this weekend.
After what we were seeing in Grand Bahama a few weeks ago, Eleuthero this past weekend, how's the competition you expect to be this week?
Oh, I think it's going to be keen. Specifically with our Grand Bahama and Legacy coming on very strong, they were pretty good in Eleuthero. And I think that with Freedom Farm and the tournament we held with Freedom Farm earlier this year, you get to see the talent level. I think the competition is going to be very keen.
That is the Bahamas Baseball Association Nationals wrapping up this weekend at Freedom Farm and at Junior Baseball League of Nassau. If you don't know what that is, that's in the back of St. Andrews, so make sure going down to that. It's going to be a busy weekend to start Friday morning. You're 12 and under, is not going to be there. You're not coaching this weekend. What are you going to do?
Actually, I'm going to go out and support the JBLN family. Because most of the guys that would have gone up to 14U, I had the pleasure of coaching last year. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing how they would have progressed and how they're going to be able to compete against all of the best in the 14U category from around the Bahamas.
So Teron, one final chance to invite all the fans and everyone, because it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be an exciting weekend. It's an important opportunity to see some of the best talent 14 and under in the country. Come on out, support your family, support your friends, support your kids, and support baseball.
So stay tuned. This is Total Sports this weekend. We'll have the schedule for you. We'll have all the games. We'll let you know just what's happening over there at Freedom Farm and the Junior Baseball League of Nassau. The Bahamas Baseball Association Junior Nationals wrapping up. Some champions have already been crowned, and the rest will be crowned this coming weekend. So we hope to see you down there at the field cheering on these youngsters. Boy, let me tell you something. If you're not seeing them as yet, you're missing out a big part of your life. That's going to do it for sports. I'll see you at the field this coming weekend.
Everybody, I on TV. Look, I on TV. Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartend, do you see me? I on television. I gotta tell my girlfriend I on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn your television to ZNS.
Quick, I'm on television. I don't have a TV in here.
We have Wi-Fi though.
We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade now. You can watch it live from your phone.
just have to download the app. Alright, hold on. Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up and start over again.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Miss I's a star now, I still gotta pay? It's the OT with yours truly, Charles Fisher.
Buddy Hield and the Kings have their...
Buddy Hield seemed to be having the best season of his career. He had 32 points the other night. It was a bit disappointing, Shawnee Miller not winning the IAAF World Female Athlete of the Year. The high school rankings will soon be out. Tabernacle, the defending champion, CC Sweeting, they are always there. Who will it be this year? Each Monday on 1540 AM and 104.5 FM, it's the OT with yours truly, Charles Fisher.
What you cooking? Something good.
Welcome, Bahamas, to What You Cooking. Are you ready to shop for the What You Cooking show today?
Something good.
We're going to make a sweet potato pancake. And you start with a breakfast that's filled with fiber, protein. Then you get those nutrients that will carry you throughout the day.
What you cooking? Something good.
In our final look at weather, nothing in the tropics to report to you this morning, and we expect it to remain that way over the next 5 days. On our satellite picture, though, we still have that troughing across the northwest Bahamas. One branch of it is just to the south of the capital, and that could bring us 1 to 2 showers during the course of the day, possibly even an isolated thunderstorm. But certainly around the Abacos and Grand Bahama, you can expect those showers and thunderstorms to start developing later on this morning. Our forecast for today, partly sunny and hot. Showers or 2 in spot. High temperature getting up to 92 degrees, but the heat index, that's going to be the major factor. 104 degrees today, and tonight we're looking at partly cloudy, 1 or 2 spotty showers again developing in our forecast, something we have not had in quite a while. Low temperature tonight getting down to 79 degrees. Extended forecast over the next several days. Showers continuing into Thursday, drying out a bit on Friday, but the winds will pick up a bit on Friday, so we will see some moderate breeze taking place. That will bring some degree of comfort as we head into the weekend. LaDon?
Thanks a lot, Basil, and that's a wrap for us today. But before we go, we want to wish our very own Kaylin Pilsey Green a very special happy birthday. Please be sure to join us at 7 a.m. tomorrow for more Morning Edition. Once again, I'm LaDon Davis. Have a great day, everyone.